What's going on, PSBL? Omega Tech here, and I'm bringing you the semifinals of the PSBL. And I did end up going up against Mike, as you can see here. His team, basically the same as last time, except now he has a Kekleon instead of I don't remember what he had actually, but I don't think he's gonna bring it in this match anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But so semifinals, Mike beat me last time. I'm not really good at rematching people usually because the first team I'm so confident in that the second team is more of a mismatch of like, am I going to bring the same set or? But I really do want to bring the same set because it's optimal. But this time I changed things up a little bit. So first things first. Uh, Arceus Ghost, my MVP. Now it was announced that Arceus Ghost was the offensive MVP of the season, with I believe 19 or 29 kills, don't remember, and 2 deaths. So congratulations to me and Arceus. But now I'm gonna bring an offensive set this time. Last time I brought a stealth rocking recover set. Uh, and as I've said in the past, Mike likes to spread status a lot, kind of like me. And so I thought the Judgment Combine Recover set was going to be really good against him. He doesn't really have anything to switch in on Judgment except his Greninja. And his Greninja, after a Combine or 2 Combines, I can pretty much beat it 1v1 depending on what set it is. And so I decided to bring this instead of the bulky variant. So this time around I brought Greninja, same set as last time, with the exception of Dark Z instead of the Ground Z Dig. I didn't feel like I needed to prep for Tentacruel that much. I did bring the Seismitoad with Water Absorb. I didn't think he would bring it this time, even if he did. I had ways to deal with it with the Arceus, the Combined Arceus and such. But HP Fire, U-Turn, Dark Pulse, and Spikes. This time I'm bringing U-Turn for the momentum. I am max speed this time, as I'm expecting him to bring max speed on his Greninja this time. But Darkinium Z hits his team really hard. Most of his threats either are weak to Dark or take a huge hit from Dark, and the HP Fire is for Ferrothorn, and then Spikes for Hazards. Bringing the Choice Scarf to Echion. Once again, I liked it the way it was used last battle, and I'm just bringing the same set again. This time I'm bringing Ambipom. I haven't brought Ambipom that much this season, and I'm expecting him to do a little bit of work in this game because nobody preps for it, and so this is the perfect time to bring it out. Last time I lost to his Battle Bond Greninja after it evolved into the Battle Bond form. This time it has some good coverage for his team. Fire Punch and Ice Punch hit the Zygarde and the Ferrothorn respectively, and also the Metagross. Fake Out is very reliable, so just in case he transforms into the Battle Bond form, if I have some Stealth Rocks and some Spikes up, I can wear him out with Fake Out damage as a last resort sort of thing. I'm expecting him to take maybe like a Judgment or 2, some Stealth Rock and Spikes, and Life Orb Fake Out could KO him in 1 or 2 shots. So I do like Ambipom in this match, and I don't think he's going to expect it. This time I'm bringing Assault Vest Seismitoad instead of Assault Vested Drapion. Assault Vested Drapion was really obvious last time, and I don't really think he's going to bring the Blacephalon. So, and Seismitoad does the job of Drapion, but better versus Greninja versus the Blacephalon. And the Greninja gave me problems last time. I don't think he's going to bring Grass Knot or anything. I think he's going to bring maybe Gunk Shot, Dark Pulse, Water Move, and Ice Beam, or U-Turn. So Assault Vested, Water Absorb, Seismitoad takes anything that Greninja wants, and then fires back with a Physical Earthquake, so to 2 KO it. I do have Endeavor on there in case I'm facing one of his walls like Sylveon or Ferrothorn, and I can't kill it in 1 shot and I'm really low. Endeavor is a good way to knock it out. And the EVs, I believe, are to take on Greninja with a special defense and the max HP, and then also to not get 3 KO'd by 1,000 arrows, I believe. Or get 3 KO'd by 1,000 arrows, yeah. So, Ice Punch for the Zygarde, knockoff for the Mew and such. And then last is the Heatran. This is a specially defensive set. I'm not bringing the Bulu this time, and I need to be able to take hits because my Arceus is very offensive this time, even though it has max HP. I wanted Heatran to set up rocks. I wanted the Toxic spread on him, and the Magnum Storm. Basically, just your basic set. Sugar Berry, so I can take on the Zygarde and Toxicate. So let's get on to the replay. He brought a lot of different stuff this time. He brought the Tornadus, which I wasn't expecting, but I should be fine against it. Metagross he decided to bring, and just in case he decided to bring Metagross this time, I left my Arceus Ghost enough to outspeed Metagross. And let's hop into the battle. I decided to lead with my Greninja as he leads with his Greninja. Now, last time he undersped me, but this time I'm expecting him to either speed time me. I'm expecting him to speed time me and be timid. So I just stay in and go for the U-turn and see what's going on because he can't KO me with anything. As he goes for the U-turn, which tells me he's either speed tying with me or he's scarfed. I'm assuming he's scarfed for now, but we'll see later on. As I go for the U-turn, he goes for his U-turn first. I go into my Heatran, threatening him out with the Steel move as I was offensive Heatran last time. So I'm just going to go for my free Stealth Rocks right here. I did not expect the substitute from Zygarde again. I guess he brought the same set as last time, but I figured he would just want to go either he would be banded or just want to go for the 1,000 arrows for free damage right here. And I was also half expecting a Toxic predicting Arceus to win, because Arceus was my switch into this thing last time. But he decided to go for the sub. That was a good play on his part, as I just went for the Toxic, and I have my Sugar Berry intact, so I would have lived 1,000 arrows. And now I'm in trouble here, as I'm basically going to have to sack Seismitoad. The only detriment to this team that I brought this time is that it's kind of weak to Zygarde, sacrificing my matchup with Greninja because I don't have the Bulu. But it is what it is. He gets the double 1,000 arrows off, and I have to sacrifice Seismitoad for the Ice Punch. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now I go to my Greninja. I don't have Ice Beam, but I'm expecting him to want to switch, and nothing wants to take a Dark Z move. I wasn't expecting him to switch into Metagross right here, but as if he stayed in, I would have killed a humongous threat, and if he switched out, I would have... the only thing I would have lived is maybe Greninja or Sylveon, and then I would have U-turned out or set up spikes. So I think Dark Z move was my best play right there, as he goes into Metagross and sacrifices it. It wasn't really that much of a threat this game. I had Arceus and Greninja to deal with it. As he goes into his Greninja, which makes me think it's 100% Scarf, because I don't think he would risk the speed tie right here. So I go into Heatran because I just want to see if it's confirmed Scarf. As he goes for the Surf and I take it. I know I'm specially defensive, and I'm going to go for the Protect right here, just in case he wants to make a prediction if he's not Scarfed. He goes for the Surf again, and I'm thinking this thing is 100% Scarf now, as just to make super sure, because I messed this up last time as he went for the Gunk Shot to kill my Tapu Bulu. After I see the Surf damage, I'm going to double into Terrakion, just in case if he really was max speed, and I would assume he would go for the Dark Pulse right there, and then I would get my Justified boost, and I am Scarfed, and I would be at +1, and that would be good for me. And if he switches out there, I'm pretty sure he's 100% Scarfed. So just to be extra sure, I wanted to play safe against Mike, as I go back into Heatran on the Sylveon as it hyper voices me. And I go for the Toxic right here. Unfortunately misses. It kind of sucks, but with the Earthquake and the Earthquake on the Mew and me having a Sugar Berry, I lived, which really mattered. So the Toxic miss didn't matter too much as I got the Mew Toxic anyway. And I went for the Protect right here. I think he would want to stay in, but he makes a good play and switches out to Zygarde. I go for the Magma Swarm trying to break the Substitute, but unfortunately it doesn't, and this Zygarde is a huge threat to me, as I need to go into the Greninja and forcefully break it out with the U-turn and go into my Arceus. Thankfully he does not substitute again, or Toxic, as he just goes for the 1,000 arrows right there, and I'm bulky enough to take it. I just recover, as he misses the Toxic right here. Now, I was Refresh Arceus, but this miss kind of mattered because now, as you'll see, he goes into Sylveon and tries to wall me up as I start Calm Minding in his face. I don't think anything would stop me at this point. After one boost, I could probably take on Greninja at the health it's at. And with 2 boosts, I would definitely take on Greninja at the health it's at. Now, that Toxic miss didn't matter as much. It would just make him stay in an extra turn to go for Toxic and realize I'm Refresh. The first Toxic miss mattered because maybe he would have gone into Greninja as I go for the second Calm Mind and maybe Refresh afterwards. But this just makes it makes it inevitable for me to win because I do have the Refresh, and he's just gonna sack Tornadus right here. And his only real play is to flinch me down with Dark Pulse. As you'll see, like Arceus Ghost is really bulky. That's a Battle Bond Greninja, not transformed yet, mind you, but after 2 boosts, even after 1 boost, he probably would have done around 35 or so with the Dark Pulse. And this is why I thought like Arceus was probably the best Pokemon in the draft. As you'll see, I just sweep him with the constant judgments. Nothing can take it. Arceus is very faster than his entire team, and that is a good game to Mike as we win 4-0. So we'll be going into finals against Silent Dusk. I played Silent a lot, and I believe this is the first time we'll be facing in finals. But he has a good matchup against me, so I'm a little bit worried. But we'll see how that matchup goes to end up the season. Alright guys, later.